like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
It's Madden NFL 23, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. All that and more coming up next.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
To get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game. Big-time arm. 4.4 speed. So good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team. But not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Third play here. This opening drive is up against a 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now Geno on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 33 yards for Kenneth Walker. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Dallas up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Smith. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down. Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Gino now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be concerned.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At the 31-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Fields. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 50, here's Fields. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And out now come the Seahawks. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On 4th down, Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Smith on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Geno. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now it's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing is Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fields now to throw. Pass to the right. There's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now here's Trenton Gill now. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back to Walker on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Walker. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Dallas. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go on 4th. Smith. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Geno now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Walker. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ballgame.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from his... And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
They'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
They'll run on first down with Dallas.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Smith on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. First order of business, though.
Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On fourth down, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. This is Dallas, an inside handoff. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long and way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
This one from 48 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now it's Smith.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Geno.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's brought down. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Running left, Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be taken at the 13.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Walker to start the drive.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On 2nd and 12, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And going right back to Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker. A touchdown run there from a yard out.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 39, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 4th down, Fields has to have this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Gino on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing is Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one swung out to Montgomery. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Fields. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Complete to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
To throw is Fields.
Caught by Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Here's Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Able to avoid him at the 40.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Fields now to throw. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Fields.
And he finds Montgomery complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5 now.
Fields.
He finds his man complete. That's Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
What, 224 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Smith going to throw it. This complete to Lockett.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd down at 5.
Now it's Smith.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. It's Dominic Robinson who comes in and makes a play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now Fields.
He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.